Hello everyone and welcome to another Historic video. So finally we're going to be taking a look at Yawgmoth deck in Historic. This is my updated version of the Yawgmoth deck with the 4 copies of Chord of Calling from the Historic Anthology 7. The Chord of Calling actually changes Yawgmoth deck quite a lot to the point now I might even dare say that Yawgmoth is probably amongst the top tier decks at the moment, alongside the Kethis deck in the highest tier. So what makes Chord of Calling insane is the fact that it has Convoke and it's also an instant speed card. So we can take advantage of this by spamming the board, and then if opponent tries to do something and tap out, and in response you can Chord of Calling for your combo piece and win on the spot. So that is the ideal scenario, right? And that is also one of the reasons why we play Arboreal Grazer with County Gardens, and on top of that we also have Orcish Bowmaster from the Lord of the Rings set. Now we can generate the creature count so easily in this deck that Chord of Calling becomes way better in this deck. And if you're not aware of the combo, the simplified version is that you have 2 copies of Young Wolf with a copy of a Zolaport Cutthroat or a Blood Artist, and then you Chord of Calling for a Yawgmoth and then just win the game by sacrificing the Young Wolf, putting a counter on the other wolf, and then you basically loop this until you win the game with the Blood Artist and the Zolaport Cutthroat triggers. So having said that, we're going to be jumping into some Historic Best of 3 to show you guys how the deck goes. So let's hop on over. Alright. First game with this deck. Gonna mulligan. Oh no. How? Yikes. Okay. We played 24 lands. There's no reason not to be able to get a land off the top, right? Just doesn't make sense, right? Just doesn't make sense. Am I right? Nope. Apparently not. Not like this. Okay, thank God. Woo! This is a toughie. Oh, they have another land. The One Ring, huh? I can technically kill the Soul Scar Mage here. I think I need to. This is also a human. So we have a pro-human. I'm gonna draw into a land, right? Land. Perfect. Another land. Perfect. So we don't need the we don't need them anymore because we have a land now. Now we can go even the One Ring next turn. What we're looking for is a prosperous innkeeper. Prosperous innkeeper. Balmore. Arboreal Grazer. Oh, it keeps you trample, so Grazer actually doesn't do anything. Right? Okay. We actually gotta fix the sideboard a little bit. Haywire Might needs to be 2 copies. Kanker Balloon needs to be 1 copy. Because of the One Ring meta. Chord of Calling, so Scavenging Ooze is gonna be good. Let's play Unlicensed Hearse as well. We'll take Fatal Pushes. And a copy of Shaldred. And I'm thinking like cut the Lighted Halfling. Because of Fatal Push. And we'll cut... How good is Orcish Bowmaster versus their deck? It's like decent. I think I'm actually going to cut the Assemble the Team. Copy of an Arboreal Grazer. A copy of a County Garden. Okay, that's a start. That is a start. Maybe I should have put this on black. And then just go Llanowar Elf first. I mean, Llanowar Waste first. I will block this. There's no reason to not block it. So they do play Mentor's Guidance, so Orcish Bowmaster will be probably good. They also play Flame of Anor, right? Oh, yes. Oh my god. Please play another Mentor's Guidance, please. Okay, that's not a Mentor's Guidance. Where are you going? Where are you going? Okay, like, would you leave versus bunch of Arboreal Grazers? Okay. Oh god. That is a lot better. Good thing we actually got rid of a Chord of Calling there. Mirror Match? So we need another land, right? So, yeah, they kill my Arboreal Grazer or whatever. It's not the end of the world, right? Didn't get our land. Feels bad. Alright, next game. That was fun. So against her deck, Fatal Push. Necromantia. And a Stone of Eric. Will do. And then let's get rid of... let's get rid of... Young Wolf. 2 copies of Grazer? Let's just get rid of Assemble the Team. So last game was pretty fun, right? Like... They got the Yawgmoth down, so they won. We could have gotten the Yawgmoth down. But that never happened. That's pretty unfortunate. I'm actually surprised they brought Thoughtseize. So we're gonna draw a lot of cards here. Let's get rid of you. Found a Chord of Calling. That's kind of hot. Found another Young Wolf. That is also kind of hot. That's fine, we have another one. We have another one. We have another one. Do we just run this out because they have another, like, they have Thoughtseizes and stuff? Sure. Eldritch Evolution. So what can we find? Let me just draw a little bit. Okay, that's fun. I guess we won. Oh. We actually did not win. That's kind of awkward, isn't it? Wait, what happened? Huh. Eldritch Evolution into a Shaldred. So I think we need to get an Orcish Bowmaster. So we put one here. And then let's see how much we can actually survive this. It's dealing 1 damage every single time. I guess we should probably try to kill that. Huh. I have severely underestimated Shaldred. I thought because we had a Blood Artist, I thought we were gonna be fine, but it does make sense because Yawgmoth is pinging me for 1 damage every time I draw a card, and then that gets offset by the Blood Artist, but then Shaldred keeps damaging me too. Yeah, I definitely severely underestimated Shaldred. It is actually a pretty heavy counter, isn't it? Like, because it also has 5 toughness. That means I have to draw 5 cards just to kill it. I had not thought of that. We have to pass. I messed up. Huh, not getting a creature there was kind of insane, I guess. Wow, we actually didn't get a creature there. 1, 2, 3. I thought I selected Zulaport Cutthroat there, but... No, okay. Literally everything is going wrong with this game. I'm misclicking. No, not like this. Okay, I think we can still do this. I think we can still do this. Okay. So, we have lethal, so they have to block. And I'm pretty sure... Yeah. I'm pretty sure because of AppNap, they block... Even if they don't block with the shoulder, I think they're dead. Right? They take 7 damage, but they have to block one. So that would kill one of my creature. And then I'll deal 1 more damage. That's 8 damage. And then I can sacrifice one, and because of the Abnap, I can kill them. And of course, like, this is only possible. Funny thing is, this is only possible because Hapatra is a human and can't block Yawgmoth. So they can't even take advantage of my Stone of Eric, not triggering the Blood Artist for their creature dying. They should be dead. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, I just kinda, like, fumbled with fire. Like, because of opponent's Shaldred, and I didn't know what to do, because it's actually my first time playing against a Yawgmoth mirror, so... Like, it just felt like I was kinda just fumbling with fire. And, yeah, I mean, we got there, but definitely made some mistakes there along the way. Shaldred was actually pretty decent there. I'm gonna go down on a One Ring. Definitely not the worst hand. I think we kill it. Then we play Yawgmoth. I should have actually Yawgmoth first. This is my bad. I love how it tapped there. Okay, so let's start murdering them. We didn't play a land here, so... Maybe we just, like, leave it at that. No, we didn't play a land. No, we didn't play a land. There's a land. So we'll make these into a 2-2, so make it awkward for them, I guess. Alright. Ooh, a Fatal Push. So... how do we win here? Eldritch Evolution? Get rid of Orcish Bowmaster? And then what? Get a Shaldred, maybe? Maybe I'm actually supposed to pass here. With the Fatal Push-Up. Okay, that was dumb. What if I get rid of the young wolf here? So I think what I'll do is draw into our entire deck and Chord of Calling, and then we'll win the game. So we're looking for Chord of Calling. Any Chord of Callings? There it is. I will say I actually learned quite a lot from this game. First time mirror match, Yawgmoth, and there's a lot going on here. Alright, play first. This Arboreal Grazer is frickin' goated, man. Imagine if this was an untapped land and we have Chord of Calling for 2. Crazy. crazy, I tell ya. Should I Chord of Calling here? Maybe they'll counter. They did not. Crazy. Actually crazy. So we got 3 draws here. I mean 4. I mean 5 actually. Which is kind of crazy. Actually 6? Is it 6 draws? Am I drawing 6 cards here? Fatal Push the Delighted Halfling. Okay, so obviously they're trying to block Fatal Push the Yawgmoth here, so I'm going to Hive. I mean, we are doing well. So now they can kill the Yawgmoth with the Snapcaster Mage. The One Ring. Okay. So they could lose the game here. Oh, I just messed up. Yeah, I just messed up there. Okay. Infinite lands. Infinite frickin' lands, huh? Whoa, whoa, whoa. So let's see how they respond to this. Okay. Fair enough. Actually... let's get rid of the Young Wolf. I will surely draw into another, like, something else. So opponent had to tap out here. Oh, I think I actually made another mistake. I didn't know where the Fatal Push was going, actually. Making a lot of mistakes here. Making a ton of mistakes. Alright. They just couldn't handle it. Too much draw. So all of these cards are really good. Shaldred. I think I want to sideboard something like this. Cut some copies of Arboreal Grazers. What else? Assemble a team. Eldritch Evolution. Probably something like that. We need to cut one more card. I really like the Arboreal Grazer. But 24 lands. Let's go like this. I messed up a lot there. Definitely messed up a lot. Wow, bringing Thoughtseize? I'm actually very surprised. I didn't expect them to bring a Thoughtseize in this matchup. Because it also lowers their life. Aren't they a control deck? And they had to put this on black, by the way. Like, that's really bad. Nothing... not being able to play anything there kind of hurts. We're flooding a lot despite us cutting a card. Cutting a land. Feels pretty bad. That's good. Opponent's down to 15 life. So this doesn't do anything. This Thoughtseize actually doesn't do anything. Unfortunately, we have literally nothing going on, so... It's working out for them. Yeah, that really sucks. Also, they called One Ring. Like, don't they play One Ring? You fool! You thought I was gonna draw anything decent? That ain't me. Who do you think I am? I am the landlord. I keep all the lands. Another Pithing Needle, so that's why they call the One Ring, but... Huh? Okay, well, that's kind of redundant. That is kind of redundant, right? Like, what is this for? They called everything for me. I hope everything in their hand is like, I don't know. Like one rings. That would be hilarious. That would actually be so freaking hilarious. Just bunch of one rings in their hand. Oh my god. I also cut arboreal grazers, by the way. I did cut them. I cut a land and 2 copies of arboreal grazers. Ain't no way. Oh my god. Maybe I should have just played this. If they had another Orcish Bowmaster, they made a mistake there. They should have actually sacrificed the Snapcaster Mage and block with this. What do I call? Right? What do I call? There you go, 1 ring. Yeah. I mean, what can I say? I'm a landlord. I am a frickin' landlord. Okay, let's play 2 copies of Fatal Push for Sheoldred. I am going first though. Maybe I'm supposed to actually have Counting Gardens here. I will cut the 1 ring. Let's try that. Let us try that. A lot of Counting Gardens. So we actually can't play Yawgmoth next turn because of that. Quadruple tap land. Yikes. Okay, so we couldn't have played it anyways. I am a landlord, by the way, like... Whew! I'm a frickin' landlord. It is actually insane how much of a landlord I am. I really wish I had another playable card there to go along with that, but... You know me. So... I guess... I'll play the Yawgmoth out. If they want to Snapcaster Mage. I should have actually sacrificed the young wolf. Right? Wow, that's a whole lot of nothing. Whole lot of nothing, man. Woo! That's insane. My deck is, like, bugged? My deck is actually bugged. Oh, man. My deck is actually bugged. 2 games in a row where we just get nothing the entire time. I think I am supposed to kill the Orcish Bowmaster despite us not being able to block this anymore. And that's because we have nurturing land here. Actually, we can just block with the Grazer. What am I saying? Opponent did top it, by the way. Is it another Orcish Bowmaster? I actually think it is. Oh my god, what a goated draw there. What a goated draw. Actually insane. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? Okay, more lands. That's rude. Decline. More lands? Okay. I think it's actually a Snapcaster Mage. Cling to Dust. I guess I'll draw it now. Because they could draw into an Orcish Bowmaster. How is this possible? Oh my god. Hello? Game? So they did have one. They did actually have one. They're gonna make a 2/2. Oh no, because the first one didn't resolve. Close game. What did they draw? That was actually pretty good, but we do have a Chord of Calling. So that is going to trade anyways. Bowmaster there would have been actually goated. Right? What a game. Oh my god, what? This deck is unfair. I said it. Alright, so we played 10 games. We went 8-2. I would say that's pretty good. Couple of things to mention about this deck. So, obviously the addition of Chord of Calling makes this deck quite busted. To the point, I do genuinely think that this is top tier deck. Even right next to Kethis, like, it's quite busted. There was one time we were playing against a Dimir control deck, right? And then we Chord of Calling. Opponent actually didn't counter this. I genuinely thought they were going to counter this, and then they didn't. We only Chord of Calling for one. Maybe that's why they didn't. But that actually got my Delighted Halfling out versus a control deck, which made Yawgmoth become uncounterable. So that was actually pretty sick. Other than that, I mean, the meta, there's a lot of Orcish Bowmasters, there's a lot of Sheldred, there's a lot of the One Ring. So I was actually thinking, considering that we did actually flood a lot, I was thinking of going down on Calny Garden and a copy of Arboreal Grazer. By the way, these were actually fantastic. It's just that I think 24 land is a bit much. With things like the Light Halfling, Arboreal Grazer, maybe 23 land, 3 copies of Grazers, and I was thinking move the Sheldred from the sideboard into the main board because we have Chord of Calling and Eldritch Evolution to get this back onto the battlefield. And this is something that I actually saw my opponent do. Like when I was playing a mirror match, Sheldred is actually a counter to Yawgmoth. I didn't realize it at first, but even with a copy of Zulaport, Cutthroat, or Blood Artist on the battlefield, you have to pay 1 life, and then you have to pay additional 2 life to draw a card with the Sheldred up. So like a copy of Sheldred, I think in the main board is actually a value, especially with things like these. And I was actually thinking that because we now have Chord of Calling, we just take out the assembled team. And I was thinking maybe we play Tyvar. So we play Tyvar, and the last iteration actually play 4 copies of Priest of Forgotten Gods. And that actually works pretty well with Calny Gardens and Orcish Bowmaster, creating 2 double body. Like a copy of Priest of Forgotten Gods is pretty nice to get, especially if opponent has like a Sheldred on the battlefield alone. So that's something we can fetch. If you have the Tyvar up on the battlefield, it'll give it haste, and then Priest of Forgotten Gods can get rid of a Sheldred immediately. And I was actually thinking about going up on the Haywire Might in the sideboard as well. So now we have 2 copies of Haywire Mites in the sideboard, and a copy of a Kinkar Bloom to be brought after sideboarding. Combat versus Pitting Needles and stuff. So if I were to play again, I would play something like this. I will update the deck list to mirror this, basically. But as for the sideboard, 3 copies of Fatal Push. If opponent plays like Sheldred and stuff, like maybe 2 copies of Fatal Push versus Sheldred deck. If you're playing against like a hyper aggro deck, bring 3 copies of it. And then we have 3 copies of Thoughtseizes versus a control deck. a Stone of Eric versus a Mirror matchup, Samwise matchups. And then we have 2 copies of Haywire Mites and a Canker Bloom after sideboarding to combat versus Yawgmoth Hate. And then a copy of Gaia's Blessing versus a Kethis deck. And a copy of Scavenging Ooze versus other graveyard decks. And a copy of Phyrexian Revoker. Bring versus a Kethis deck, right? You just Eldritch Evolution or Chord of Calling and then get this out. And then you just called Kethis and they can't use Kethis anymore. So it's a pretty nice card. 2 copies of Necromentia versus other Kethis decks or Yawgmoth decks. But yeah, that's going to be it for the video. And as always, if you guys enjoyed the video so far, leave a like, comment below, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.